Today we're going to be showing you how to install Boost Auto Parts switchback lights into 4th Gen Dodge Ram tow mirrors. This procedure is for Boost Auto Parts mirrors and OEM 4th Gen tow mirrors. This is for 2009 to 2018 1500s and 2010 to 2018 25 or 3500s. If you'd like to get tow mirrors with switchbacks already installed, rather than installing them yourselves, check out boostautoparts.com for all your tow mirror needs.
First thing you want to do is go ahead and remove the triangle piece covering the mirror mounting bolts. Next, just go ahead and remove these T20 Torx bit bolts around the door panel here. There will be 6 of them, 2 on the left side, 2 on the bottom, and 2 on the right side. Just go ahead and remove those. Now if the screw's not coming out the first try here, you may want to take a flat blade screwdriver and just pry on the side of it as you're screwing out, as shown here. Now that you have all those screws removed, you just need to go ahead and remove the rest of the clips. Just you can use a small screwdriver to pry those out. You want to do this for all 6 bolts you removed. Remove the trim piece behind the door handle here. Remove that Phillips head screw behind that panel there. The body trim tool, just go ahead and remove that handle bezel. Go from the right side and just pry out. It'll snap right off. And you just want to open the handle to release all the way and let that fully slide out. Now just go ahead and pry up the window switch here. You'll want to take a trim tool, pry right up. It'll pop right out. Unplug all connectors on the back side of this. Now just go ahead and lift up the door panel here, making sure the top clears the lock, and go ahead and remove it and set it off to the side. I just want to go ahead and remove the white and black connectors for the mirror here. So there is this tape on this bracket here. You just want to go ahead and unwrap the harness from that tape there. And just go ahead and remove the 3 mount nuts for the mirror here. And just go ahead and dismount the mirror.
Bring your mirror to a bench so you can safely install the switchback light. Now take that convex glass on your mirror and angle it all the way outward, then place your fingers as close to the center as possible and pry out till it snaps off. In the event your glass is damaged, Boost Auto Parts offers a full range of replacement glass. Now remove the marker light connector by pressing the tab down and pulling the connector back. Then there's going to be this screw on the light. This will either be a Phillips head or Torx head screw. Here ours is a Phillips head, so we'll use a screwdriver to remove this. Now remove the light from the mirror assembly. You can just press this out. You may need to use a screwdriver to release the tabs holding the light in. Now just extend or flip the mirror outward. This next step, we're going to remove the arm cover here, so you want to find the crease running down the center of the mirror here. Take a screwdriver or a body trim tool and pry back. Now to remove the puddle light, you'll take your pick and insert it in the small opening on the side of the puddle light. Just pry up to remove. Now take the fused wire harness from your Boost Auto Parts kit and disconnect the single wire black connector. We're going to use the male or the non-fused side for this next step here. You can set the fused portion off to the side. Now take that orange wire and you'll want to run it through the base of the mirror here. So you'll run it alongside your harness already in the mirror through that hole, and you'll feed this wire through until you can grab the wire through the puddle light hole. And you'll continue to run this orange wire alongside of the harness already inside of your mirror. Just make sure you pull all the slack through here. Then run that orange wire into the head of the mirror following the harness already in the mirror. Make sure you pull all the slack into the head of the mirror. Now you want to strip the end of that orange wire once it's inside the mirror and take the included adapter in your Boost Auto Parts kit. Take the orange wire with butt connector on the white connector side of our adapter. Insert the orange wire you ran into the mirror and crimp that down. And then heat shrink the butt connector down. Connect the white connector from the adapter to the connector that was originally to the front light inside your mirror. You want to leave an inch or two of slack on the orange wire inside the mirror head. The rest you can pull out from the base. Take your included switchback light from Boost Auto Parts, insert it where your original light was, making sure you hear it fully snap into place. Take the screw you originally removed and screw this back into place. Now take the black connector from the Boost Auto Parts adapter and plug it into the switchback light. Then tuck all the wires underneath your convex glass mount here, and you can tuck those down and out of the way. Then take the lower glass and line it up with the lower glass mount and press fit it down, snapped into place. Now put your puddle light back onto the mirror. There's two tabs on the light. These will slide facing the base of the mirror. You'll need to insert these first, and then you can snap the light in. Now we'll snap the arm cover back onto the mirror, making sure the orange wire is tucked fully out of the way. So we'll start by inserting the arm cover on the head side of the mirror, and then we'll work our way towards the base, snapping all the tabs back into place. Now the mirror itself is fully wired up. Continue watching this video for truck side wiring and door panel assembly.
Just go ahead and take the mirror and feed the harness through the door here. And just go ahead and line up the studs with the door where the previous mirror was. Just go ahead and push it in. Just go ahead and thread the nuts on for the mirror here. And just go ahead and take the black and white OEM connectors, plug those into the module here. The white one will go on the bottom and the black one will go above it. Push them in and make sure that they click. Now you're just going to go ahead and tape that harness back up to the support bracket here. You're just going to come into the door jamb here and you'll see there's two Torx bit bolts holding this door harness into place. You want to go ahead and take a T20 Torx bit and remove both those bolts. Now just go ahead and pull the door boot out slightly. And then you want to go ahead and, being careful not to touch any wires, cut the tape back slightly and untape this portion. Now as you can see here, there's a plastic piece attached to the metal boot here. You want to go ahead and take a trim tool and just remove this plastic piece as shown here. You're just going to go ahead and remove the boot to the cab here. So squeeze these two tabs on the top here. It'll pop right off. Just go ahead and squeeze both tabs. There's one on each side and it'll pry right out. Now once you get this boot fully out of its socket, you can remove the connectors here. Just push the tab on the side and it'll pull right out. Then you just go ahead and pull this whole door harness and boot out of the way. You'll want to make sure that you don't catch this seal here, so you want to pull it around, being careful not to tear anything.
Take the fuse side of the orange wire and plug it into the side you installed on the mirror itself.
I just want to go ahead and tape the current running light wire that you have in the Boost Auto Parts extension harness with the mirrors there to a sturdy metal rod or a coat hanger here to run through the door boot. Take the coat hanger and running light wire and you'll go ahead and run that through the door boot here, being careful not to pinch anything. If you need to, you can remove the boot from the connector itself. Take the running light wire that you ran through the boot and pull it all the way through. You will want to leave a little bit of slack in the door, but you can pull most of the wire through. Now with that wire you ran through the boot here, you'll just want to go ahead and feed it through this square hole next to the connector. You want to make sure that that square hole is the one inside the connector here, and you can just go ahead and pull all the slack through. Now that you have this wire ran through the boot here, this is all one piece here that comes all the way back. You want to remove this so that you can run this wire properly through. You want to start by prying from the back piece here. And just go and run your trim tool along the edge and it'll slowly pop all the way off. And run that wire all the way through. Then you just want to remove the triangular panel on the right side of the driver's footwell here. You can pull back on the side, it'll pop right off. Remove the passenger side footwell panel.
Now the procedure for the passenger side is the exact same as the driver's side, so we aren't going to show it, but just go ahead and get your wires in the cab of the truck and then continue following along this video.
Now Now just go ahead and take the passenger side, your taped wiring coat hanger inside the cab here. You want to go ahead and run it between the passenger and driver's side underneath the center console. Plug both connectors back into the door jamb boot here. Now that you have both connectors in, just go ahead and snap this white plastic piece back onto the bottom side of the boot there, making sure all those wires are tucked, and then you can just tuck the whole door jamb boot into its place here. When doing this, you want to make sure that you are behind this gasket here. You want to run behind the seal. Push that connector all the way back in so that the door jamb boot is fully seated. Just go ahead and put the screws for the door boot back in here.
Now in the underhood, you'll want to locate this small grommet on the firewall, and we're going to go ahead and poke through it.
As you can see here, this is where the coat hanger came through, that grommet in the firewall there.
Now for the orange wires, you can splice the passenger side to the driver's side, like we do in the video, or you can run both orange wires to the underhood fuse box. You'll just want to go ahead and tape the orange wires to the coat hanger.
And now you're just going to go ahead and pull that through the firewall. And remove the fuse box cover.
In this video, we're showing you on a 2017, but please reference this information for the proper tap location.
You'll remove fuse 79. This is a clearance light fuse. Just take the fuse you removed and place it in the lower slot on the fuse tap here. Now you just go ahead and strip the orange wire. Crimp this into the fuse tap. And insert this fuse tap into the proper fuse location, which is fuse 79.
Snap the driver and passenger side footwell covers back into place.
Put the footwell trim bezel back on here. Put the door panel back on. You'll want to go ahead and make sure that you pull the connectors through the handle bezel housing there, just to make sure everything lines up properly. Make sure that the top lock slides through properly on the door panel here.
Put the retention clips back into place and go ahead and replace the screws that are inside them with the Torx bit.
Put the handle bezel back on here, it'll snap right into place.
And you'll just go ahead and replace the screw. Put the dust cover back into place over the screw.
Put the triangular stud cover back onto the door here. Put the door switch back in here.
Now your install is complete. Boost Auto Parts does offer a full range of replacement glass for your tow mirrors. Boost Auto Parts also offers a full range of parts, tow mirrors, and accessories for trucks and SUVs. Check us out at boostautoparts.com.